It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Herbert sack.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Being chased out. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Packers pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He'll find Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Herbert now. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Touchdown, Chicago! Matt Breida, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing again. Murray. He'll let this go deep for... This is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs. 54 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Fights through, and now a crease. So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards on the ground. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll toss it to Breida, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down. It's Taylor, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
4-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Formation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted
At their own
at the 14-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The 14-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike, check, 59. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going 19 tight. 59. Mike's 59.
Out of the gun, Herbert. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 18.
Now it's Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 36.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Intended for
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check line 54. Line 54. Joker. Right there.
They run for it with Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To Jefferson on the slant. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the Bears' 9-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Try to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and goal at the Bears' 2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Again, it'll be Taylor. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Try and run, Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Packers 21, Bears 14. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. A quick toss outright. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage, and when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays and quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Patterson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brought down by Jabril.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Again, it's Taylor. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He's brought down by
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Packers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown, Packers. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this,
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got top. More.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The ball carrier.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Murray now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check it back.
They run once more with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check right, check 15, right in. Watch the pass. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Out street. Mike 55. Hey, here we go.
They snap it to Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Josh Lambo.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say fifth time's the charm. They're going again on fourth down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And his kick is right through.
Packers 45, Bears 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And some room to work. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will extend this big lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
He was brought down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and
out of the gun, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw it. Murray airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They run again with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's 4th down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They go counter with Breida. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Today's final score, Packers.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on it.